Today we're talking about section 2-6, which is probability, simple probability, and odds. And I'm going to be doing examples from page 96. But before we do examples, I want you to pause the video and copy these notes into your math journal. And I'm just going to quickly review each word with you. So probability is the likelihood of an event to occur. Number 2, simple event. It's a single event. We're not comparing multiple things. We're only talking about one thing. Number 3, sample space. That is the word used to describe the list of all the possible outcomes. So if I was talking about rolling a die, I would list all my possible outcomes. What are my possible outcomes when I roll a die? What can I roll?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Yes, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So that's my sample space for rolling a die. And then this little chart at the bottom, this is our measurement for probability. So the scale for probability goes from 0 to 1. 0 means it's impossible, it can never happen. 1 means it is certain, it definitely will happen. And then in the middle of that is 1/2, and that means that it's equally likely. The things that will happen or that are possible are equal, like flipping a coin. You're either going to get heads or tails. So there's an equal chance of getting heads and tails. And then when you add up all of your numbers for probability, they're going to equal 1. If they equal more than 1 or less than 1, then you have an invalid scale. So copy these down and we'll be right back with some examples. So on page 98 in your book, let's start with number 1. Give an example of an impossible event, a certain event, and an equally likely event when a die is rolled. So let's think about a die. A die has the numbers 1 through 6, as Rayleigh said. So you can either roll a 1, a 1, a 2, a 3, a 4, a 5, or a 6. So number 1 says, give me an impossible, I lost my place. Impossible event, a certain event, and equally likely. So impossible. What is it impossible to roll when you have a die?
2 1s.
Okay, if we just had one die, rolling 2 1s would be impossible. That's true. What else would be impossible to roll? Yes, rolling 20 would be impossible because a die doesn't have the number 20. Good. Okay, what would be certain to roll?
6.
Okay, you are definitely going to roll a 6 if you roll long enough.
5, 4, 3, 2.
And all the other numbers also, okay? And what would you have an equally likely chance of rolling?
Probably. I don't know. 6.
This one's tricky. You got to think outside the box. Okay, we're back after we thought about it for a minute. So we have an equal likely chance of rolling a 2 or a 3, or rolling a 3 or a 4, or what about rolling an even number or an odd number?
Ooh, my.
See how we have an equal chance of rolling that? Okay, so that completes number 1. Now we're going to skip down to numbers 4 through 7. It says a card is selected at random from a standard deck of cards to determine each probability. So before we can do numbers 4, 5, and 6, and 7, we have to make sure that we know what a deck of cards looks like. So I'm going to try flipping to this web page that I pulled up, and hopefully you can see it if you're watching at home. Okay, so this is a deck of cards. What do you notice about a deck of cards?
Oh, my.
First of all, how many are in a deck of cards?
52.
52, because my sister taught me how to play 52 pickup when I was about 5 years old.
Me too.
And I never have appreciated that. Okay, so 52 cards in a deck, and what do we notice about the colors of the cards?
They're black, red.
Black and red. How many are black and how many are red?
20 and 20.
You're close.
Oh.
There's actually 26 black and 26 red. Write this down because this is important. We're going to need it. And then how many are in each suit? A suit is like spades, hearts, diamonds, or
Aces are around 4.
I forget what the other one, what's the bottom one called?
Queen. Jack.
No, the bottom row. What are those called?
Clover.
Are they called clovers? Clubs. Clubs? I don't know what they're called. But anyway, the bottom row. How many are in each row?
26. 13.
There's 13 in each suit. It's called a suit. So, let's go back to the question now. It says, what is the probability of picking a 5? How many 5s are there in this deck of cards?
5s?
4. Yes, there are 4 5s. How many total cards are in my deck of cards?
52.
52. So the probability that we will pull a 5 is 4 out of 52. And we could reduce that by dividing both of them by 4, and we would get 1 out of 13 chance. So for every 13 cards you pull, one of them should be a 5. Technically, according to probability rules, okay? So let's keep going with number 5. You still don't know what? Oh.
What?
Well, you had to grow up when I did, when we didn't have like cell phones and the internet, because we had nothing else to do but play games. So we got 3 channels on the TV set, and we just played games all summer. So number 5 says, what is the probability, now this one gets a little more specific, of pulling a red 10? Oh, I'm on the wrong screen. I'm so sorry. Okay. So this thing is in my way. There we go. So make sure you write this down, okay? When you see that P, that just means probability, and then of a red 10. So if we go back to our cards, how many red 10s are there?
4.
Red 10s.
2.
2 red 10s. And how many total cards are there? 52. So it's always going to be out of 52 when we're talking about the entire deck of cards. And what is 2 out of 52 reduced to? I'll just tell you for time's sake. It reduces to 1 over 26. So that means for every 26 cards that you pull without looking, at least one of them should be a red 10. Let's keep going. Number 6. Oh, this is going to be behind my little picture. The probability of pulling an odd number. Let me move this. Probability of an odd number. So let's go back to our deck of cards.
No, please.
I'll go back to the other one. We're only looking at odd numbers. What are my odd numbers?
1, 3, 5, 7, 9.
Yes. 1, 3, 5, 7, 9. So, do I have any ones?
The ace.
We're not going to count that as a 1 because it's called ace. So we're just going to look at number cards. Okay, so no ones. So 3s. How many 3s do I have? Come on, guys. More than Rayleigh can help. Yes. How many 5s do I have?
4.
How many 7s do I have? And how many 9s?
4.
Okay, so let's add 4, 8, 12, 16. That should be 16 odd cards, right?
Yeah.
So I have 16 odd out of how many total?
2.
How many cards are in the deck?
52.
52. And that will reduce if I divide them both by 4 to 4 out of 13. So that means if I draw 13 cards without looking, I should have at least 4 odd numbers in those 13 cards that I drew. That is the probability or the chance of pulling an odd number from a deck of cards. All right, copy this down and I'll be right back. For the last section, it says find the odds of each outcome if the spinner is spun once. So you see the spinner in the book on page 98, and I see all the different numbers. I see different colors on certain numbers. So those things may all come into play. So the first thing we need to do is count.
10.
So there's 10 numbers. Okay, good. So let's keep that in mind because we may need that. Number 8 says a multiple of 3. A multiple of 3. So what is the probability that I will spin a multiple of 3? Well, a multiple of 3 means counting by 3s. So count by 3s, how many numbers are there on that spinner?
3.
3. Out of how many total? 10. And number 9, an even number less than 8. How many even numbers are less than 8 on our spinner?
What?
How many even numbers are there less than 8 on that spinner?
3.
3. There's 2, 4, 6. So again, there's 3 out of how many? Now this one gets trickier because this time I think we're just looking at the numbers less than 8. So how many numbers are less than 8?
Oh.
7. So this time we're out of 7. Number 10, an odd number or blue. When it says or, that means we're going to count the odd numbers and the blues and add them together. So how many odd numbers are there? 5. And how many blues are there?
2.
2. So 5 plus 2 is?
7.
7 out of total?
10.
10. Good. So we just took the number of odd numbers and the number of blues and added them together. So your chance of spinning odd or blue is 7 out of 10. And then number 11. Red or yellow?
6 out of 10.
Yes. 6 out of 10 are red or yellow. All right. And that's all for the notes. I'm going to do a separate video on how to do the IXL, so look for that one.